Welcome to the series of videos on the SkyWest ERJ175 AMI from September of 2016. The AMI part numbers for this particular revision are 1609K and then -271 or 255, depending on the platform of the aircraft or the base software on the aircraft. Both the 271 and 255 are identical in the way the ACARS looks and functions. In this first series of videos, we're going to go over the Initialize process. After the system first starts up and there is no pre-init data uplinked, you'll get a blank screen. Typically, we will see the boot here in the here at headquarters and see the ACARS booting and uplink the pre-init data. If for some reason we missed that boot message and it was transmitted during a no-com or something like that, you can always select the init key here on 6 right. That will transmit a blank init and will respond with pre-init data. Now, if the next scheduled departure on this particular tail is more than 60 minutes out, you'll get a pre-init that looks something similar to this. So if the next scheduled departure is greater than 60 minutes out, it will show you the flight date for that next scheduled departure, the scheduled date and Z time of that next scheduled departure, and then 2 lines of message telling you that the estimated departure is greater than 60 minutes. Next flight is 31 March 1605 Zulu. It's 4322 Seattle to Mike. Now, if you've gotten this once you fall within the 60-minute window, again, you can hit the init key. It will send down a init request, again a blank one, and if you're within the 60-minute window, then you'll get a valid pre-init back uplinked. Okay, this is an example of what a normal flight pre-init would look like. Your flight number here, if already there were an ATC flight number that differed from our marketing flight number, that would be displayed right here. Your origin destination, your flight date. In this case, this shows an MST departure. This can also show a scheduled departure with that time right here. If you get an active init, which we'll talk about later, this may show departed. If you're already away from the gate, it'll say departed and what time that actual departure was. Then you've got the captain ID and name with the password here on 4 left, and first officer ID and name on 5 left. It's looking for the passwords here. This is your contingency fuel or strategic contingency fuel, the 90 percentile. This shows 1 minute or 37 pounds, and the 99, 8 minutes and 373 pounds. Again, this is for example only. So at this point, you'd fill in one or both passwords. It only takes one password to complete the initialize. However, the takeoff that we'll do in a later video requires both passwords. Once you've entered both passwords, hit the init key. It'll transmit that init, and then we'll wait for the response, whether this was a valid init or if you've got bad passwords or something like that. If it's a valid init, you'll get a message back like this. In this particular case, if there is a message that we need to deliver during the initialize process, that'll be shown here on these lines. Again, just for an example, a noise restriction referencing an FOIB. So the initialization process is complete. Now again, if you need to request new initialized data, you can always come here to the Initialize page and hit 6 right. You can also go to the new spec command and send down the command INI or INIT, either one. Send that, and what that will instruct the systems here to do is completely clear out your Initialize and go through the process again of uplinking your pre-init data. Even if you've entered passwords, this init command from the spec command screen will clear all of that out and let you start the Initialize process again. One other case where you may get an Initialize, it's called an active init, meaning that for some reason we've lost the flight information inside the ACARS box. We will uplink what's called an active init. On the active init, it will re-uplink all the information necessary for the current flight. Thanks for watching. Next video we'll go over the main menu and the different menus available in the new ACARS AMI. Thanks for watching.